Good morning, world of readers. I'm Book Dragon Erin, and I say welcome to my booktube channel. In today's discussion, a review will not be given on any specific book, so instead I will be talking a little bit about romance themes that I dislike. Shocker, coming from someone who is pretty much obsessed with romance novels that are kinky, BDSM, and all things dark. Anyway, with all that said, let's jump right into the video. One of the romance themes that I strongly dislike is the yo-yo romance trope. The best example in a book form for disliking yo-yo love stories is After by Anna Todd. Yes, I'm sure she's a skilled writer, but the back and forth theme between Tessa and Hardin is downright toxic. Tessa meets Hardin and he's mean to her. Tessa breaks through Hardin's shields and sees his kinder side. Hardin decides Tessa is getting too close, so he's mean to her and pushes her away. Tessa stays away, then Hardin goes after her and promises that he truly cares about her and won't be mean to her. Fat chance right there. Once Tessa trusts Hardin again, he's mean to her again. And the yo-yo cycle continues of I like you, I don't like you, I like you, I don't like you. It continues and it is so aggravating. So to be honest, I am actually really regretting buying the entire series in one go. And if I had known how toxic this series really was, I probably wouldn't have spent my precious time reading this series. Sorry to Anna Todd, but this book series just wasn't my favorite at all. And yes, YouTubers and booktubers and fellow readers of the After series alike, they all warned that this series is a yo-yo romance. However, when I heard about the After series, I didn't actually believe how bad it really was. So I'm actually debating with myself, which is worse, 365 days or the After series. I can't really tell because they are both so toxic in their own different ways that it's just so aggravating. The next romance theme that I really dislike are nanny romances. Nanny romances remind me too much of governess dramas, which are generally historical from what I have read in the past. And me being me, unless it's some sort of historical fantasy novel, I typically don't read historical fiction novels. So there's that. And then in the case of governess dramas, where the nanny falls hard for the lord of the house, I always prefer movies to books in that scenario. I'm not sure why, but it's always been that way. Plus, the repetitiveness of nanny romances is aggravating to me because I want something different each time without ever actually getting it guaranteed. When I say repetitiveness, I mean the lord of the house hires the beautiful nanny, the lord of the house and the beautiful nanny have instant chemistry, the lord of the house and the nanny have a secret romance, the lord of the house reveals a secret to the nanny needs space, but then she realizes that she still loves the lord of the house and returns to him. The lord of the house and the nanny are finally able to be together now, so it's just a happily ever after with all those loose ends tied up somehow, and it's actually aggravating to me. And finally, no nanny romance can ever measure up to the greatness of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. That is a masterpiece of a classic that nobody can repeat so perfectly. And about Jane Eyre retellings, I'm actually thinking about reading The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins, but I do have my reservations about the nanny romance theme. I mean, I want something different than Jane Eyre, but something that is just as good as Jane Eyre in its own way. If I am making sense, congratulations. I've only had 2 cups of coffee today, so I feel both tired and wired all the same. Now moving on to the third and final romance theme that I absolutely hate. Forgive me, priest romances. I come from a mixed religion family. My mom is Catholic and my dad is Jewish, so I get a good look at all religions and their traditions and values. I still refuse to read priest romance novels. I think it's honestly insulting to the Catholic faith if a priest turns his back on his promises of celibacy and sleeps with anyone, man or woman. So I refuse to read something that I find insulting to a serious faith, whether or not it's my own. I did try reading a priest romance novel a few times, but I stopped reading them every single time just because I lose interest almost immediately, and I feel like it's a chore just reading priest romance novels. Now, fairly recently, I tried reading a priest romance novel, but I stopped reading a few pages in and it turned my stomach because a priest taking serious vows and then betraying them by physically lusting over a girl half his age, that's just disturbing to me and disgusting, because your relationship on a physical level, yes, that's important, but also the relationship you have with the deity of your religion. And being a priest, especially a part of the Catholic faith, it's very insulting that a priest will turn his back on God to be with a woman or man on a physical level, which I just find stomach churning. I don't like it. That's just me. If you enjoy priest romance novels, I'm happy for you. I do not share in that belief. That's just me. Before I go on and on about how much I hate priest romance novels, I shall stop the video here. So, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday, go subscribe to my second channel, Erin Rogoff Official, and keep on reading and have a great rest of the week, everyone.